Something smells pungent.
That would be Grandma Stark's famous linguine and clam sauce, with some Tony adjustments.
Grandma's recipe was not good enough?
Well, I loved her to pieces, but she also loved vodka in her cooking, and I can't touch the stuff. Not anymore. I even made sure the Abbey has a dry bar.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
That's just my way of saying thank you for being one of the only Midnight Suns who hasn't threatened to banish me to the Netherworld, empty my jugular, or portal me to the sun. And that was just today.
Perhaps if they knew more of the man underneath the armor, they would come to understand you as I have.
Maybe you're right. The Mark series can be pretty imposing.
I was not talking about your suit.
Oh, that's deep. Just like the garlic-rich flavor of Grandma Stark's famous sauce. Ah, you two would have really hit it off. Like you, she had a heart of gold, but could be quite the demon when crossed. Used to frighten the crap out of Dad. I thought it gave her character. Know who else I'm pretty sure has character?
Who?
You. Bon appetit, Hunter.
Hey, look who's awake!
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Don't you think with all my knowledge, all my expertise, I could have helped save Wanda?
No.
Why?
Because we do not trust you, Strange.
Your problem, Magic, is that you don't trust anyone.
Why should I? Where were you when Wanda was taken? What have you or any of the other Avengers done to rescue her?
I thought we resolved this already. There was nothing any of us could do.
No, you resolved it out of your mind. We acted.
And had you elicited my help, you might have succeeded.
Please, you Avengers would only have gotten in our way.
I suppose we'll never know now, will we? And people say Tony's ego's big.
Enough of this. I have to attend to some issues in Limbo. Someone has to make sure we have safe passage through space-time.
Now who is running from a fight, Illyana? A warning, Hunter. I'm in a foul mood at the moment. I try not to be someone who equates youth with folly. I wish Ileana would not look at someone with a lifetime of experience and assume incompetence. Perhaps there was more I could have done to save Wanda, but until I get back into my sanctum, I cannot see everything I once did.
Magic just does not understand what you have been through, Doctor.
Of course she doesn't. She hasn't experienced an inkling of the universe that I have.
Then why let this bother you?
You know why? I just don't feel complete without the sanctum and all its prophetic perks. Like I'm not quite myself.
So you can no longer peer into the future. But that is not where your true value lies. Maybe it is time to reframe your place in the world.
Perhaps you're right, but I do not know where to start.
You can start by realizing you are the Sorcerer Supreme, no matter where you rest your head.
Thank you, Hunter, for your wise counsel. Now, if you will excuse me, this Sorcerer Supreme needs to figure out a way to save us from this mess.
If you can...
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? Coil. Let's get to work. Take your pick, Hunter. So, what did you have in mind?
The research is progressing well, but we need a bit more time. Always a pleasure.
Intriguing.
You wanted it? You got it.
What's new, Hunter? Central will crack the code. And Hydra rears its ugly head. Who are we sending on an op?
Friendly neighborhood service and friendly neighborhood prices.
Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. Bye.
Fascinating.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Ready to work? Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
What's up, Hunter?
Well, looky who...
Nico, what are you doing in Wanda's room?
What does it look like? Ileana said this grimoire is filled with pretty powerful magic. There's gotta be something in here. Something to break the stupid spell your mother cast over Wanda so, you know, we can all go back to being normal. To being friends again.
Blood Witch, Daywalker, Spirit of Vengeance, former Queen of Limbo, and the Child of Lilith. I doubt anyone would ever accuse the Midnight Suns of being normal. Dark magic always comes with a price, Nico. Just be sure you are willing to pay it.
Hello? Blood Witch. Without going too TMI on you, let's just say I know all about the cost of doing business.
Your magic demands your blood. The magic in that book may have a different hunger. It is not just your life you are playing with anymore.
Hey, you went through that mirror with us, Hunter.
If I recall, I was sucked inside after trying to stop the vortex you created.
I was trying to save our friend for all the good that did me. It all made sense in my head. We'd find Wanda, smack around a few Hydra dirtbags, bring her back to the Abbey, and Caretaker would bake her a cake. I wasn't exactly envisioning Wanda trying to murder us. Or you trying to do the same thing to her.
The Wanda you know would never hurt you, and I would never hurt her. This was someone else.
Must be nice to tell yourself that. I bet it makes it a lot easier to release them of whatever you want to call it when you put them down. Sorry, but I'm not buying that, Hunter. Well, that was before you had me on your side. How about you give me a chance before you start swinging your sword next time, huh?
You have my word.
Good, because I'm gonna hold you to that. Well, unless you have anything to add to this free Wanda brainstorming sesh, I should get back to her grimoire. I'm not leaving one page unturned until I find a way of bringing her back to her senses. Till then, later. Hi, Hunter.
Ah, I see.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I think it's time you took them down a notch.
Understood.
Here we go. That's the stuff. Someone order a sandwich? I'm on. Just the boost I needed.
What are the qualifications to be a Hydra officer? I'd have guessed a warm body, but I think Lilith solved that too. Love the effort.
Hydra's in control of the situation. Order just came in.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
You've attracted some unwanted attention from the Fallen. Just what we needed.
Probably still won't be enough, but you can try.
Engage!
I guess the gloves are off.
Watch my back!
Fair enough.
Let's settle. It's nice of Lilith to keep restocking the practice dummies for us.
Don't hesitate, friends. I won't.
You are going to pay for that. You had your shot.
You're gonna remember me.
I think you've lost your way.
This is why I carry a shield. I've heard a great deal about Wanda, but now I finally see her power with my own eyes.
Uncle Tony's got your back. Shouldn't have pissed me off.
I hope you are building one of those suits for me.
Time.
Hail that! Now that was something.
I see your every move.
I was born for this. Can't run from this.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Mother requires your...
I think they like me. This should be good.
Follow Tony's lead.
You can't stop me.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Here we go. How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
getting up. Roger that. This is still happening. Weak, even for Hydra.
They're not the ones we should be worried about.
Might have hit my head. Let's see how tough you are.
You must know my reputation.
You should have listened to her.
Agatha was right. The power I feel from this Scarlet Witch. It almost reminds me of my mother. Behold the light gift!
How could you do that to a friend?
Lilith herself could not prevent me. What makes you think you will fare any better? Let us see if they have an answer for this.
That makes it easier for you.
I've been waiting.
Do you understand? Her will be done.
Got any more? I'm going in. Help is at hand. Hope they're ready. You're lucky I'm one of the knights. Nice work.
That won't stop me. But I thought we were friends.
my limit.
You'll suffer for that. Mother, protect me.
Watch my back! You wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes back at Camp Lehigh. Someone order a knuckle sandwich? That was the hard part, right? Let's settle. Nice armor. Pity if someone punched a hole in it. Hey, that actually hurt. Brace yourselves, people. Company's coming.
I am not doing so well.
The advantage is mine. It's time to finish.
That shield of yours is truly unique.
That's some move. That was your one chance.
Finally, it's my turn.
Everything according to plan. Hope they're ready. What do you call a private who failed out of boot camp? A Hydra officer. I think you got him.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Tracking movement. I've got enough room. Ready for a real hit.
Hydra en route. You can all join Lilith together. Engaging. They're not going to like this. I am impressed. Target confirmed. You don't look so tough. You sure you're up for this?
Loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. This shall be of great help. Was that truly your best?
Awaiting reinforcements.
I needed a good workout. Here we go.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'll make good use of this.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
A few of us are meeting up tonight. It's a book club. You're probably busy, but if not, the others said I should invite you.
A book club?
Yeah, I didn't figure the great and powerful Hunter would be into a book club.
Is a book club some form of weapon? Do you strike with the spine?
You hear that? That's the sound of Agatha rolling in her grave. Book clubs are simple. You read books and talk about them. Sometimes there's punch. Anyway, I'm headed to the meeting. I doubt it's your thing, but if you're interested, you could tag along.
After you.
Okay then. Hunter, here's how this works. We pick out a book, we read the book, and then next meeting we talk about the book. It's my turn to pick, so give me a minute. I need to narrow it down.
What kind of book is a book club book?
The good ones, that's the plan at least.
Did you already talk about today's book?
Well, no, there isn't one for today.
What is the best book you have read so far?
None.
You have not read any books, but you are starting a book club?
Hunter, I've read half the books in the library. I have too many favorites to list. I meant I have no book club favorites yet.
You are being evasive, and I do not know why.
This is technically our first meeting.
Huh. I thought this was a regular thing you did.
Yeah, I want it to be. Doesn't matter how sharp your weapons are if your mind is as dull as a brick. Just give me some space. I need to find the right book if I'm going to. I need to pick the right book, okay?
All right.
I hope I have time for this. I used to be in one of these with my friend Jess, but it fell apart.
What happened?
I got reassigned, she had a kid, aliens invaded. The usual.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's been a busy decade.
Hey.
This is the first book club I've been to that didn't devolve into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Must have been some book club.
A few years back, Bruce and Tony started an Avengers literature circle. First book chosen was Banner's favorite. Tony hated it. Said it was the worst poetry he'd ever read. That a mascara-blinded lab monkey could have written it better. I still don't know what that means. Turned out, it wasn't Banner's favorite book. It was Hulk's.
Oh no.
We lost 2 floors of Avengers Tower before he calmed down.
What happened next?
Black Widow invoked the "this is why we can't have nice things" rule and banned book clubs from meeting at the tower.
All right, I made my decision.
So what is it going to be?
The first book we'll read for book club will be The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh, a classic.
Yep, that's an old book.
Way older than The Hunter.
Can you give me a quick summary?
It's about war. Come on, Hunter.
Cannot wait to check it out.
Was that a library pun?
I make no apologies.
I hope you're proud of yourself. Anyway, our time is tight, I get it. But stop by the library and read the book before the next meeting. But I hope you read the whole thing. This book is one of my favorites.
The katana gave that away.
Yeah, I'm always around if you want to chat about it.
I'll save it for the next book club.
I could chat about it.
Nah, I'm good.
I admit, I like the low-pressure approach we're taking to book club. These things should be fun and informative. Not the high-stakes powder keg of the Stark and Banner book club regime.
What did you think of the meeting?
Seems like a great way to get to know each other.
What do you think about Blade's choice of book?
It got me thinking about a book I can choose. It'll have to be a good one to match Blade's pick.
See you later.
Next time, then.
I think that went well. Carol seemed to enjoy herself. What do you think?
Blade, did you start a book club so Carol would join it?
No. Yes, sort of. We were talking about books, and I may have suggested the 2 of us read a book and talk about it. Captain America overheard and expressed interest. Carol said I was starting a book club, and he asked if he could join.
Then what?
What was I supposed to do? Say no to Captain America?
Knowledge is the key to a person's heart.
You think?
It might be the key to Carol's heart.
The key to mine is a silver stake, so you got the better end of the deal. Glad you came, Hunter, but don't forget to do the reading.
All right, I will.
I'm not kidding.
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson, all remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it, see if it helps us find our way back into the sanctum.
You are exhausted, Carol. Get some rest. You can crack Faustus's code tomorrow.
It's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but I'll tap out when I'm ready. Besides, if I went to sleep right now, this nightmare juice would be sure to terrorize me with bad dreams. And when I say bad dreams, I don't mean Lovecraftian demons or Cenobites. I mean being stuck at a 12-hour poetry slam in the East Village. You know, real horror. Listen to this crap. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms. Choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
These are just the ramblings of a madman. No rhyme or reason to be found.
There must be something helpful here. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap. I'll let you know what I find out.
Magic, are you all right?
No, Hunter, I am not. And neither is Limbo. The dark energy is increasing.
This danger you feel, have you given more thought to what could be causing it?
Yes, but I do not want to say it out loud.
It is all right to fear magic.
I am not afraid, Hunter. It's just... once I say his name, he becomes real again. Words have power. I do not want to give him any more than he already has.
He?
If I am right, you will see soon enough. But tonight, that's all I can say.
What's up, Hunter?
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
One child of Lilith is enough.
Oh, come on. A couple sisters, a few brothers, and you were first, so you wouldn't have to deal with hand-me-downs.
The collar I wear protects the rest of you from what I could become. Can you imagine if I had siblings who carried the same darkness within?
Wow. When you put it like that, it always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
It must be difficult to be apart. You can go if you need to. We will not think less of you.
No, it's fine. He's staying with a family friend.
You keep in touch with him, don't you?
Yeah, I try to call him every day. He's healthy, happy, and safe. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself. Always great to hang with you, Hunter.
I needed that. Relaxing.
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions. I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon. Hunter?
Caretaker's not spoken a word to me all.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? How's that for quality workmanship? Find more coil, send it my way. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter.
Intriguing.
Caretaker really commands a presence. Underneath my mask is a look of deep satisfaction.
They're holding up, Arlington. I wouldn't expect them to thaw anytime soon. Not when it comes to you.
I see. I understand they're still angry. I just don't want them to feel alienated from the team.
Then you should have made them feel alienated.
Hunter, hello.
What in the... This crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Captain Marvel swears she can see threads of Dr. Faustus.
No pain, no gain. Around.
To snap Lilith's hold on Banner, we're gonna have to get creative.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
The goddess must be busy. Noble... An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. The old magic's still whole.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open, but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
I should come back another night.
No demons to report here, boss.
Told you there'd be trouble for crossing Caretaker.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
That will not be a problem.
More Hydra!
You don't have a lot of time. Take down anyone standing in your way of that truck.
We're on it. Watch my back!
Who says an old dog can't learn new tricks?
How invigorating!
Target the truck and take it out. It shouldn't be that hard for a bunch of superheroes.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Roger that. Just the boost I needed.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Vengeance is
Pathetic.
It was your time.
More of them are joining the fight.
This should get you going.
Midnight Suns.
They're not going to hang around much longer. Disable that truck before they start moving.
Accept your fate.
Nice work. Hail that. Someone order a knuckle sandwich. Leave some for the rest of us.
Regroup at position Tango. Don't waste it.
Time to get to work.
Ready to roll out. It's now or never. Hit that truck.
It is nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Any progress is good progress.
It is all coming back to me.
Vengeance has come.
It is nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Their persistence is irritating. Don't let them sneak up on us now.
A reputation precedes us. Circle with all.
Target the truck and take it out. It shouldn't be that hard for a bunch of superheroes.
Roger that. I'll make good use of this.
Is that the best you've got?
Stop the truck. Clean up the rest of these Hydra thugs.
Hydra! No one gets away. I will not be so easily defeated. Suffer the pain of your victims. Listen, can you going? Cowards until the end. Accept your fate.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I'm going in. Let's settle this. The light is on our side. Welcome assistance. That was your one chance.
Forever in service. I am no mere mortal.
Let's go, team. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your time has come. Nice.
Not going anywhere.
for Hydra. Target confirmed. No change of plans. Here we go.
Get out of there.
I might need some help.
Whatever gets the job done.
You wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes back at Camp Lehigh.
Come on.
Now you're making me mad.
Fall back and regroup.
Must not fail the mission. That's the stuff.
Serve the mother again.
That should put a dent in their operations. Nicely done.
Shop class tonight. You free?
I am ready.
Right on. Wait, what's Tony doing here?
It's interesting how you solved the heat problem.
Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting?
Neither. It's just not what I would have done.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on here. Parker didn't invite Tony, did he?
I can ask.
Okay, I'll hang tight.
Okay, before you ask, Tony kinda showed up and started talking.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. I mean, he's Tony Stark. How do you say no to that guy? I don't know how to talk to rich people. Would you mind?
All right.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hey, boss. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't picture you for the technical type. Wait, no, I'm seeing it. You're someone who's always appreciated horsepower.
What brings you here, Tony?
I couldn't sleep. Saw Parker slip off with a backpack full of gadgets. I was tired and bored, so I followed him here. You know, the only time I've seen the Hellride is when it's on fire. You think Robbie will let me poke around under the hood?
Shop class is open to you.
Well, that's nice, boss, but I don't plan to stay if I'm not welcome. Look, this isn't my thing, and I don't want to make it my thing. I'll stick around as long as Robbie and Parker are cool with it.
All right. We should ask them.
The two of you heard me, right?
Yeah.
Sure did.
So, what do you think? I'll be completely invisible.
Like Sue Storm?
Like a slightly taller Sue Storm.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. I mean, as long as the shop doesn't become a Stark subsidiary, I'm good.
Scout's honor.
Then welcome to shop class, Tony.
All right. You kids do your thing.
That was easy. Almost too easy. Am I being paranoid?
Tony means what he says.
Yeah, you're right. As long as he doesn't alphabetize the component drawer, we're okay. But you came here to help finish this project. Go on. Parker can run you through it.
Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor, tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations? Or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect, you got it. You already gave me the components. Those will come in handy. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Is that it for today?
I am ready to go.
So, Tony,
No comment. But that's some good work.
Hunter?
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
Interesting.
The second Bloodgate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I'm hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I'm here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck. When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
Now that was something. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons. In the process, he became something to himself. He even became known as the Demogorg.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. You were too weak for this fight. Lilith herself could not best me.
What makes you think you will fare any better? Your mother abandoned you. Leave some for the rest of us. Pay for that.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of your efforts. These beasts may look like her children, but they're only illusions meant to test your skills.
Light will carry you onward. This shall be of great help. I can handle it. Feel my call.
I think Blade is honestly patrolling and live targets too.
Cannot possibly match your strength. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother. The advantage is mine. Power of the light.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter. With Atum's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
He sees our path. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia with the Abbey to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the Moon Seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So, what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Kuthan wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Kuthan and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Yes, dear?
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Kuthan. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not. Until we speak again.
This must be Shaw's study. Autumn must not see it that way. Oster smiles upon me. Is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool. It's always good to see you.
Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. Goodbye, for now.
The son of Gaia approves. Autumn reveals all. That is something.
Autumn, show me the way. Autumn does not answer.
If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him.
Autumn be praised. Blessings of the goddess. I need to find the next moon seal. She believes in our purpose. Agatha's house. Fascinating. Autumn be praised.
Autumn reveals all. Autumn, show me the way. He sees our path. That did not work. The son of Gaia approves. The son of Gaia approves. He sees our path. Autumn, show me the way. Autumn reveals all. Intriguing. Interesting. What is this? Was this bowl always here? Almost as if it were meant to be here. A perfect fit. Autumn be praised. Autumn, show me the way. Curious.
I have to hear Hail Hydra one more time, I'm gonna lose my patience.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope?
I've found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. There's an unsettling air about this place.
This church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shah. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
We thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Wanda spent a great deal of time out here, and she had the power.
She does have some experience with these spells, but why would she do that?
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient.
Lilith can keep throwing demons at us. We'll keep putting them down.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Danger Room, eat your heart out.
Be ready to go and
Think that.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Wow, Hunter! I wasn't even holding...
I have something for you.
A pair of cozy mittens?
Components for shop class.
That's nearly as interesting.
That looks good. Very nice.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? What can I say except you're welcome? Ready when you are, Hunter. All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this...
Good day, Hunter.
I took care of that for you.
Bye. learning so much more from Faustus now that he's dead.
Captain Marvel swears she can see threads of Dr. Faustus's plan. Something on your mind?
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional elder god. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on Transian history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shah had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
Next time I face Scarlet Witch, I will not hold back.
Sup, Hunter? Can I borrow your brain?
I can tell you trained with master hunters.
It's been a long time since I've heard such nice things about me. I document the supernatural creatures I come into contact with. One day, I'd like to publish a book on the subject. I'm writing a query letter to publishers. How does this introduction sound? The dark occult corridors of the world are filled with monstrous creatures. From Atlanteans to were-roosters to the Taker of Heads, I, Blade the Vampire Hunter, have hunted them all, and many others.
Did you say were-roosters?
Don't get tripped on them. How does the sentence flow feel? Is it clunky?
Yeah, I have some thoughts.
You're hung up on the were-roosters. All right, let's hear what you got.
Who could not be tripped up on were-roosters? What even is a were-rooster?
It's exactly what it sounds like. Humanoid chickens that shoot fire from their mouths.
I would not have imagined fire-breathing chickens.
They were created by the Deathwalkers and sent to kill me. The Deathwalkers also created were-slugs, were-honey badgers, and were-octopi.
Were they pranking you?
I should remove were-roosters from the paragraph. Too distracting.
On the contrary, my imagination is most definitely engaged. Do not, under any circumstance, lose the were-roosters.
I really, really hate the Deathwalkers, but they might make me a best-selling author one day. Thanks for that, Hunter. I think I will keep the were-roosters in the introduction.
Fisticuffs if you remove that nugget of supernatural cockadoodlery.
I'll give you a shout-out in the acknowledgments chapter. But I don't do autographed copies. Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answer here.
Farewell.
What's up, Big H?
Ah, I see. Autumn thinks otherwise.
progress on the journal?
If by progress you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language...
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Tio mile oth ep isif?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs...
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you are a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go. On a tropical beach.
Checking out a big dark hole in the ground does not excite you?
Been there before. The thrill wears off pretty quick. Hunter.
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest to the late Doctor. Judging by the Hydra activity we've picked up in the area, I'd say she's on to something.
Carol never fails to impress. Big hole.
Big horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Seems easy enough.
If you're done showing off, why don't we move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem. Who's next? You kissed the mother with that mouth?
This one's for you.
I'm on it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. We've got one of the artifacts.
For the mother!
For Hydra!
They must really want to piss me off.
Let's see how tough you are. Regroup and await reinforcements.
You're ready now!
According to our thermal scans, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
You would have to ask Crossbones.
The trucks were just the beginning. Secure the area and head to the source. The gigantic glowing hole Hydra drilled under our noses.
Watch closely.
I'll put this to good use. About time. Get it? Here. Your mother.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. It's one thing to steal artifacts, but this entire setup feels like a distribution center. But distribution to where?
If my mother is involved, nowhere good.
Then I'm betting it's somehow involved.
I don't have magic healing!
Maybe you should teach me that one. I think you got it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
You asked for it. Go ahead. Try and hold out. Never seen that before.
Never surrender.
Now I owe you one.
There's more for this. My time is done.
The sheer scope of Hydra's operations in this city are staggering, especially considering the number of heroes that take up residence here.
The greatest lie he ever had. It's a world he didn't exist. That's one hell of a move.
This is a serious predicament for you. Hail that!
The enemy has the upper hand. Are you ready? Fine, it's my turn.
Faustus was killed so that we would never find this place.
Crossbones was looking for any excuse to put that guy down. We just came along at the right time.
Either way, whatever's down that hole is clearly worth killing to protect. I suggest we get down there while we can.
That should help.
Let's do this one.
The last of them. Well done.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a Fire Dragoon lair. Hydra's been busy.
Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked.
Back door?
Gonna say yes.
We serve our mother. We await the return of the Midnight Sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the Fire Dragoon.
You are within our reach.
Fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the Sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger with your eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever.
Can honestly say I've never heard that one before.
Going for it.
Even we have our limits.
Here you go.
I appreciate your concern.
This should be good. Here we go.
Monoforms are for the weak. You will win.
Can someone get this off of me?
Pain would be bearable if only we could stop.
Payback's gonna be fun.
They're almost here. Hold position.
That door of his may be our best bet at getting through to the Sanctum and finally taking the fight to Lilith.
Smells like fresh meat. Surface meat. Sweet, sweet surface meat.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll let us through if we just ask nicely.
The light is on our side.
I might have to try that myself.
Welcome assistance. You were too weak for this fight.
Look how fragile you are. The way.
Another batch of idiots coming in.
Hydra would make a far easier meal than us, monster.
Yes. But underneath their crunchy shell, the meat is spoiled. It's strong inside. Too much gamma for our liking.
Well, that put me off my lunch. Let's do this! And that was me holding back. Watch me. Even the best get better.
Reinforcements on approach.
There is no end to Hydra's reinforcements, even down here in the sewers. Deal with them if they are in the way. But Venom is the priority.
Food should not play with when we are hungry. We'll eat you first. Do not touch us! Delay our meal.
Here's one for you. It must be weird having no discernible personality of your own.
You are puny. We are not done with you yet.
Ugh, this thing smells as bad as it looks.
It's hard. For an amorphous pseudo-human.
This is too much effort for food. The green. And we are needed. We don't have time for stubborn meat.
There are so many things wrong with that sentence.
Including that he's still lively enough to say it. Can we take him down already?
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
First you die, then we eat.
Ugh, how can a punch be so sloppy?
Have them hold down after this.
On Beta moving into position.
At least in the sewer, the smell blends in.
Where'd you learn that one?
You're out of the game. Hey, Van Helsing! If you're gonna do something, now's the time!
Hang on, Dracula. This one's gonna hurt!
Purge that monstrosity! No!
Within the darkness, return.
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
Oh, you know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if...
Thankfully, the venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time, I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do?
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you were not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.